Alrighty, so on the front is just a few reminders, right? We have slope dude, positive, negative, zero, undefined. We're going to kind of use some of that to help us for today. We have a review of plotting points, right? Negative 2, 4 goes left 2 and then up 4. 3, 3 goes over 3, up 3. 0, negative 3 doesn't go left or right. It just goes down to 3. Then I wanted to let you know some vocabulary. So association and correlation mean the same exact thing. You'll kind of see both, so I wanted to make sure you saw it. Then you have three words here. So we have a gap, right? An area that contains no data. An outlier, if you know outfield from baseball, right? It's the person that is far away from kind of the action, right? They're kind of in the middle of the back of the field, things like that. That's kind of what an outlier is. It's kind of away from everything, still involved, but kind of away. And then a cluster, right, would be all the things that are close together, right? So that'd be more of the first base, second base, infield, all of that. If you think of like a basketball game, right? There's a lot of people going back and forth, okay? So we're going to look at the back, and we are going to start there. So we have Luciana can now use the scatter plot to determine whether there's a relationship between these two data sets. So we have number of views on a homepage. This is just the blog post. These numbers are important. We're looking at, they plotted the 2 and the 350. And then see, remember how I said we're going to kind of relate it to slope? Notice how as I go left to right, like I read it in English, this goes down. So it's a negative correlation or a negative association. That's all it is. All right. So it says for each scatter plot, identify the association between the data. There could be no association. So remember, I'm going left to right. So as I go left to right, what are these doing? Are they going up positive, down negative, or is there no rhyme or reason? There is a positive association. Great job. What about this one? Yeah, I would kind of go with no association. You could maybe argue negative, but I would probably go with no correlation. And what about C? None as well. Great job. All right. All right. Avery tracks the number of minutes a player plays and the number of points a player scored. Describe the association between the two data sets and tell what it suggests. So we're only going to do the first part. So what do you think about this? As I go left to right, what do you think is happening? It's going up. It may not seem super duper easy to see, but it is indeed going up. That's what we call a weak association. It's not like the easiest to tell, but it's definitely positive. All right. Mina collected data about items on sale at her accessory shop. Is there association between the percent discount of sale items and the number of sold? So what do you think about this one? What is the correlation here? Positive. Great job. And what did we call this dude? An outlier. Great. All right. So Jermaine constructs a scatter plot to show how many people visit theme parks in a month. Why might clusters and outliers be present? So take a minute and think about an outlier is an odd man out. A cluster is a lot of points together. So why do you think we would have both of those when we're talking about theme parks and the month? Welcome back. So you can think about this in a lot of ways, right? One could be literal. Thinking about if, no, I'm going to go with actual realistic truth here. So think about it. This is 0, so like the beginning of the year, and then this is kind of to January. So this is kind of our January. We got some February, right? So like this would be when kids are off school. Then kids are at school. Then we start going up a little bit because we have spring breaks. Then it's summer break. Then kids go back to school. Then right? Like Nobody is probably coming during Thanksgiving break because everybody's with their family for the most part, right? Maybe they're not open. Okay? So, outliers may be because people traveling other places in clusters. Literally, I would say because of school breaks. I'm sure there's other answers, and if you have one, please let me know.